The scene is set in Nobility Hill, in John Stanhope's domain. Armed with his new prescription, John heads up towards his apartment and gets his retainers to attend him. He says not a word to them, allowing them to feel the sweat of his scrutiny. He calls over Jason, his bodyguard, gifted to him by Clarity Orchid, a man that he has rarely needed or used, but likes to keep on staff. John enjoys courting enemies. Jason, through John's administrations, has been shown that he can improve himself greatly. But John has realized he has no longer need of Jason's dreams. And so he sits the man down and stares at him. One final drink for the road, Jason. He takes out his medication and forms a solution, drawing the syringe slowly. Jason seems afraid, but the bonds of the blood means he sits in perfect place. As the needle punctures skin and the viscous green fluid is pumped directly into his veins, John grabs him roughly by the face, seeing him more as a lab rat, a piece of meat, than the man that has served him loyally for a year. He looks into his eyes and works his will upon him, sifts through the memories, what makes Jason Jason. And he starts to pick at them. I am wearing a blue suit, he says, looking deep into his mind, picking out the memories, creating true falsehoods, and watching eagerly as the mind starts to piece its way back together. The synapses reattaching, the thoughts and confusion played on his head as his brain adjusts to the reality. He takes pleasure in seeing the man's suffering, seeing his grip on this world slowly dissolve as John feeds him falsehood after falsehood. The way to learn the weakness of any castle is to find the cracks. He begins to tear down the man's resistance and will, as he suddenly realizes, through his soft, enchanting voice, that this world is whatever his master claims it to be. Jason's will is nothing compared to some. The eager test subject for John, he has others waiting. He looks into his mind again, plucking at the strings that keep him raveled, and then cuts and cuts. Man is panicking, he's close to frenzy, but the drugs coursing through his system keep him calm. John smiles evilly. His beast licks its lips, Even when the world is turned on its head, he stays in control. Perfect. John leans over, taking Jason's wrist, and bites down savagely, drawing deep the blood, feeling the sharp tang of the medicines disgusting his palate. But the little ambition that Jason has left is drawn in. A fleeting thing, barely enough for John to have sustenance from. Barely enough for him to stomach this weakling. He draws it in and allows the drugs to take their effect. Jason is left there, discarded. But despite his lack of taste, the beast wishes to remain in control. John pushes it down easily. It seems that these drugs give him a much clearer understanding, less footholds for it to climb into his consciousness. He stares for a while at Jason, at his mindless form, his will torn down to the root. More like a doll than a man at this point. How does one build a man? He looks into his eyes once more. My voice keeps you grounded. My command is your purpose. My well-being is your only concern. You are my canvas. This is my design.